right, guys, and joining us right now is Texas Rangers outfielder Dustin Harris. Big night last night, went 2 for 4. We know you guys have a busy schedule, Dustin, and you stopping down to come on, we really appreciate it. You've been a frequent guest, but now you're a big leaguer. Congrats, man, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys having me on. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
I thought you should have been 3 for 4 except Mike Trout ran that ball down. I thought that was pretty good play by him, considering he's never played the position. But you're hitting the ball hard, and I talked to you about it in spring training. And after Donnie Ecker mentioned that, oh yeah, he's just added 4 miles per hour to his swing. Can you talk about how you did it? You said you used weighted bats. How did you stumble upon this plan and B, make it work?
Yeah, so no, Cody Atkinson and I got to talking and put together this kind of overload, underload bat training like plan, and it was a few week long plan and started with the bats range from drop 4 to plus 4, so -4 ounces, so 33.5, -4 to all the way overload plus 4. And we just different shapes off the machines and just kind of treated it like a workout session other than like BP, and just really did that, and just it seems to have worked. I mean, the numbers in spring training, they said, I don't really know, but they said my swing was harder or whatever, faster, and balls were coming off harder. So I just try to focus on barreling the ball, and just, physical stuff will take over.
What is it exhausting to swing a bat that's 4 ounces heavier? I mean, do you like, God dang, this thing's heavy? Do you notice it?
Yeah, absolutely. But also with the heavier bats, I feel like it cleans up path and stuff. You get exposed if you have too long of moves or something. You just got to be direct to the ball, and just I think that cleans up the swing in itself.
That's interesting.
Yeah. That's cool.
No, with a 12-year-old son, I'm now learning about the drops. He's got a drop 10, but he switched to a drop 8 because at 13 you got to go to a drop 8.
Yeah, so they keep lowering it the higher you get.
That's right. So what is your normal bat size, length, and weight?
My normal bat size is a 33.5, 31.5.
Okay. So which one was the weight?
31.5.
31.5 ounces, yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yes.
All right. So is that average? Do you know what the other guys are swinging?
Yeah, I think it ranges from anywhere. Some guys go like drop 1 to, I think the most you can do is -3 ounces. So 33, 30 or something.
What's the biggest bat you're aware of?
Just like, I guess even like a 33 or something.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. I always heard that Josh Hamilton used a giant bat, but I don't know. That might be part of the Josh Hamilton folk story. He's like this Paul Bunyan weird giant guy who had all these weird things going on, but apparently he was strong as Paul Bunyan. And just anyway, there's a pretty good story about him that a couple people backed up, and Ian Kinsler tells it. They were in spring training, Josh's first spring. So this is 2009. And
you were very young.
and so Michael and Ian are in the old weight room in spring training and bench pressing 245 pounds, which, is not light. And they're just trying to do it twice, though. So they get it up, and Josh kind of stumbles in and like flip flops and looks like he just woke up. And they're like, "Hey, Josh, you want to work in?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah, okay, fine." So he goes over and just crushes 12, like it's 45 pounds, just
like it's a combine,
and then racks the weight and says, "All right," and walks out. I mean, there's just these crazy stories about Josh Hamilton.
Yeah, that's freakish.
Yeah, it is. It was freakish. So anyway, obviously you're pleased with how things are going with this new swing and some of the muscle you put on. How good do you feel at the plate?
I mean, I feel real good. I feel kind of like myself. I mean, when I'm going good, I'd like to think that way. I mean, not necessarily feeling good, but feel more so like me. And Yeah, no, I feel good. I feel like I'm seeing the ball well, feel comfortable, and just trying to get my swing off.
How much did it help that you debuted last year? You came up, you got
Sorry.
your first at bat out of the way, you got your first home run out of the way. Does that make it easier when you got called up last week?
Yeah, I definitely think that has a role. I think just like getting some of the first out of the way last year and just those emotions and stuff. And now this year it's more able to just show up to the field and just play ball, just have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like no big deal. It's a big deal.
It's huge.
So you've been playing left field, but we saw you in center last year when we went down to Round Rock. And then I saw you yesterday playing first base. Is it like riding a bike? Just your old position, or are there some new things that you got to learn? Just I guess to stay ready in case you're needed.
Yeah, so in the infield, I mean, in the off season, honestly, that's where I do a lot of my defensive work just because my brother is an infielder with the Cardinals organization. So we go out there, I take ground balls with him all the time. So just kind of try to stay sharp that way. But no, I feel good in the dirt, feel good out in the outfield, everything. Feel good.
Yeah, I mean, I've always kind of I've always kept that in my back pocket. I'm sure you keep in your back pocket too, but because I'm trying to find a way to get you to stay in the major leagues here, Dustin. And I'm like, he should be the back. He should at least play some first base. I think you did it a lot in the minors, and we're decent at it. You're just so athletic that they feel like it's a waste to put you at first base. But just the more versatility. Boach said they're not going to try you at third, though. He said, he's played some third, but we're not going to try him over there. But how important is it for you to be versatile like that?
Extremely, especially in this lineup. I mean, it's deep as all get out. So the more opportunity to have just cracking the lineup, just playing anywhere in the field, I feel like is just good for me. Just being able to be versatile, like you said.
Yeah. How do you look at it? I mean, you're a young guy, and like you just said, and the organization's pretty deep and pretty stacked with guys and all-stars and such. And how do you view where you're at in your career right now? Are you just waiting for any opportunity? How do you look at it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to stay grounded, stay where my feet are, and just kind of take it day by day. I mean, while I'm up here, just try to learn from the guys who are around me, the all-stars, the guys who have been doing it for a long time, and just try not to think too much into the future and just try to win every day.
So as a left-handed hitter, who is it? Who do you talk to the most about hitting on the Rangers roster?
I think for me, it's more so just visual, like watching them. I don't like to get too mechanical and talk too much about hitting. It's hard enough. Everybody has their own thing. But no, just watching like Seager, just how he goes about his business and just his moves and stuff, and just try to take what I want from that and just make stuff my own.
Sorry, guys, we had a technical difficulty there for 1 second. We're right back at it. Going.
Yeah. So what you were talking about, how you don't talk a lot about hitting, you just watch and observe. So who have you watched? You said Corey, but who like throughout every step of the way have you tried to emulate? Did you have a favorite player growing up, or somebody on your teams in the past that you're like, hey, I like the way he moves or does things?
Yeah, so no, growing up, it was just I don't think I ever really tried to mimic someone or anything. I'd watched David Ortiz. He was one of my favorite hitters, and then Ichiro Suzuki. So two completely different types of hitters, but
Yeah.
I thought they both stood out to me. I liked watching them a lot.
Well, as you told us when you were in high school, you never hit a home run, so you probably had to slap it around a little bit like Ichiro.
I don't know why you remember that. You don't have to remember that.
Well, because it's amazing. Because you're like this giant man now. And like you said, you weighed like 150 pounds in high school.
Yeah, no, I was
Second
small.
base.
Well, now see, Him and I both weighed about 150 pounds in high school. Now we weigh, what do you weigh, about 220, somewhere in there right now?
220, 225.
Yeah, see, we're about the same height now, but we're just wearing it different.
Good night. Yeah, that's the purpose. Side by side, healthy 225 and unhealthy 225. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're John always asks some lighter questions about you. We've been through everything, I remember this stuff. I remember you not hitting home runs. So
well, it's funny when he got called up, I went over and Jeff and I talk about this all the time. It's kind of the closest until maybe Henry one day, hopefully. But until then, it's kind of closest we've come to seeing like a son or somebody make the big leagues, because we've been talking to you for years now since you've come up in the minor leagues. So we're all excited for you. My question is, now that you're this big leaguer, you've been up here hanging with these guys, and, people forget, we've talked about this in spring training. You did not get sent down to the very end. I mean, that was very noticeable that you stayed in spring training big league camp when everyone else got moved out. You stayed. So I think you had a chance to make this team coming out of spring, because you had a great spring training. So tell me, you've gotten to know these guys now, your teammates, you're learning more and more about them. Who have you bonded with anybody that kind of become good buddies with somebody here at the big league level?
Yeah, I mean, a few of the guys just coming up, like already buddies with like Leiter and Wyatt, or next to each other in the locker room. But other than that, like the older guys, like Simeon, he's Marcus has talked to me a lot. He's been a good kind of like a mentor while I've been here. He's shown me the ropes. And then Kevin Pillar, we've been just working in the outfield a little bit. He's been showing me a few things out there. That's a great resource. I feel like he's one of the best to do it out there. So as much as I can take from him, I'm gonna try to soak it in.
Yeah, I mean, he was a Gold Glover. You saw him play maybe the other night. Just left field.
That was
just
nasty.
ran it down like he's been out there his whole life. He's an interesting guy. We watched him from afar earlier in his career because he was with the Blue Jays, and he was. You should look up the Rougned Odor Jose Batista fight. Look it up on YouTube and watch it. And
was he in there?
And try to zero in on Kevin Pillar. He's not hard to miss. Boy, he was fired up.
He was the first guy to fly over to Rougned Odor after they got separated. Here comes Pillar over the top. He was going after Odor.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna have to check that out.
But he's always been like a fiery kind of guy. But getting to know him here a little bit, he's down to earth.
Such a nice guy.
Talk your ear off and talk about the llamas that he owns and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. That's good to hear that the veterans are taking care of the young guy. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yep.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Now, does Marcus and them, or Corey, have they ever worked with you on hitting at all? Or they give you any tips while you're hitting or anything or do that's not their deal? They don't say anything or?
No, not necessarily. We just, so far I've just kind of worked with the hitting coaches and just kind of gone about it that way.
Gotcha. So let me ask about this now. Is there anybody who since they were at the big league level, an established big leaguer, that's become, now that you've gotten to know him, wow, that guy's funny. It's a pretty funny guy. That's one of the funniest guys. And you didn't really know him well because you didn't hang with him as long. Now as a big leaguer, you're seeing, God, that guy's got a good sense of humor.
I think Higgy's got some good just some stuff he says and jokes. He's real funny character.
He's a good guy.
Yeah,
he kills it on the guitar too. Have you heard that yet?
I've heard about it. I haven't heard him play it. So he brought it in and played.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, is there some hidden talent that you have that we don't know about? Hickey plays guitar. Do you karaoke or sing some fun karaoke songs? Or
you will not see me on the mic. I will not get up there. I don't think I have any great. I mean, I can juggle, but other than that, I don't have any.
How many can you juggle at a time? What's the most you've done?
4.
4. You gotta show me how to do 4. I can do 2 and 3, but 4, I'm just screwed.
I'm telling you,
Do you do it in both hands at the same time, or is there a technique?
I just use 2 balls in each hand and juggle 2 in one hand and 2 in the other. And
yeah. Yeah, that's really the only way to do it. And see, I can juggle too, and I used to be a lot better at it. So see, we started out at 150. Now we're both around 220, and we both juggle. I mean, we're the same guy.
Same.
I hit a ball 400 inches, and he can hit it about 420 feet. So, do what now?
Keep talking.
Hey, you got any hobbies or anything that you do outside of here? We talked about this before, but like, I mean, we talked about you gaming or anything like that, but your off days. What is the things that you're doing now at the big league level? It might be different.
No, I like to try and golf whenever I can. Game's not great, but I have fun out there.
Does that mess with your swing at all? Playing golf? Do you play left-handed?
I play right-handed.
No kidding.
I do everything else right-handed. Yeah.
You throw right-handed and catch. That's amazing. I didn't even think about that.
Golf right-handed. Okay.
Yeah, I used to switch.
I've kind of heard people who do that though.
Right.
Yeah, like Phil Mickelson does everything right-handed.
Yeah, I've heard about that too. Yeah. Okay, now here's one. So this is what I want to know. We see you guys. You go back at the big league level. These guys will disappear and they come back eating some kind of food or doing whatever. Tell us about the food setup there. Now, there's like a full kitchen? You go back, you just tell them what you want, or is it like a buffet? What do you guys have? We have a buffet up in the.
It's not a very good one.
Not a good one either. But you guys, is there something like a chef and you tell them what you? This is big league stuff now. We're not in the minor leagues where there's just a spread. Here, you kind of go back. Do you tell them what you need?
Yeah. I mean, there's a kitchen staff. The cooks are phenomenal, but they have a little buffet out there every day, and then you can get some. You can tell them there's a menu. You can tell them what you want, but I don't do that. I just take whatever's on the buffet. That stuff, it's good. Whatever's out there.
What's a typical pregame meal at AAA?
There's like Chipotle. That's a big one. That's probably twice a week. And then just kind of like rice, chicken, anything that just mixed up different kind of ways.
Okay, so it's not PB&J.
No. It's still good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so what did you have? Okay, so when do you eat? Do you eat when you get there, and then before the game and after the game?
Yeah, so I eat like around 1:30, and then I'll eat a little pregame before, like an hour and 20 before the game, hour and 30 before the game.
So what for instance did you have yesterday for lunch at 1:30?
When I got to the field yesterday, I had rice, chicken, and there was like some sliders, and I was like, I'm gonna try one of these, put one of those on the plate. So
did you try another? Was it good? Was it worth seconds?
It was very worth seconds, but I didn't have the nerve to go back and lie.
Yeah. Well, you guys you guys eat a lot more calories than I'm allowed to eat, obviously, because you guys are working out and you burn a lot of calories too. So you said you eat right before. Do you eat after the game?
Yeah, after the game too.
Yeah, okay. You guys are machines, and you just put away so much food.
I wish my metabolism was like that still.
But I mean, you guys have to work to maintain your weight. It's not like you're gaining weight during the season.
No, and it's not all indoors at the 72-degree Globe Life Field. You're going to be on the road in some hot places coming up.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
All right.
Well, you got anything else for him?
No, we're just pleased you're doing so well and
excited. We're both going to be out there tonight, so we'll see you here in a few hours. Actually,
yeah, I don't consider you a son. You're like a little brother. I'm glad. We're very glad for your success, like John said, and I mean your brother sounds like he's doing good too. So
now, is he older or younger?
I have a younger brother who's still playing, and I have two older brothers.
Okay, and the younger brother's with the Cardinals. Where is he at? What level?
He's in Springfield. He's having a good start.
Oh, wow.
Double A. All right.
Yeah.
So if things work out, you should go up there and see him.
Yeah, that'd be all. I haven't seen him play in in person in so long. That'd be sweet.
Absolutely. If they're in town and you got an off day,
I meant to look this up. What's your parents' athletic background?
My dad was a stud pitcher. He few-time All-American in college, and then played a couple years in pro ball. But he didn't. He threw about 88 miles per hour, but he still throws me his changeup in the cage. And I want to throw my bat at him every time he throws it because I swing right through it and just get all upset. But
that makes him feel good.
no,
Was your
yeah,
mom an athlete?
No.
No.
All right.
Nah, Dad just landed the hot girl because he was the athlete.
Sorry, Mom. You know, it's all Dad's responsibility.
Now,
He's got to have some good genes, though.
Have they been here since you've been up?
No, my older brother came. He was here actually yesterday. Yesterday, the day before.
Okay.
He left this morning.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Yeah. So I guess we'll see you in a little bit, dude.
Yeah. Hey, Dustin, thanks so much for joining us. I mean, it's so fun. We're so excited for you. Keep doing what you're doing, and we will see you in a couple hours.
Yeah, I mean, it's great talking to you guys, like always.
All right. Hey, guys, we're going to go down in the bus leagues right after this.